it's like I say, okay, I've been watching this for 7 hours, but it's almost over. It's the finale, so even though I didn't sleep, I'm gonna keep watching it just because it's the end.
I feel like I've been in that situation. I guess it depends, where I'm at in the day. So if it's at night, and I'm working the next day, or, if the husband's home and he's like, are you going to have dinner tonight? Like something like that I made, Yeah. Like, are you going to put some clothes on and leave the house? Like, we got things to do.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Donut Bag, part of the Pulse Podcast Network and the Pod Hub Network. Hope everybody had a nice Christmas. In this episode, I talked to Lauren Arnone Dodge of ClevelandSportsline.com about the best TV shows of 2018. The Donut Bag starts right now. Okay, now continuing our best of 2018, we're going to talk about best TV shows. And with me to talk about that is Lauren Dodge. She is at Joker's Cuckoo on Twitter and a writer for Cleveland Sportsline. Lauren, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So best TV shows. You said you watched a lot of TV, right?
I do. My husband and I were like, we record a bunch of stuff, like on the DVR, and then we come, we watch it, binge watch our shows. So there's a lot, just, even random shows that just pop up that look funny. We watch those. And then we have the series that we've been watching for years. So yeah, we do a lot of TV when we're home. We're usually busy and we're not home. So that's why a lot of the stuff's recorded. And then, like Sunday mornings and Saturday nights and stuff is when we catch up on them.
It's funny because me and my wife, there's only one show that we religiously watch. That's This Is Us. But she complains that we need to be watching more stuff. But my response is, well, what? What should we watch? And the thing is, we don't have cable, so it's all antenna for us. And so like whenever This Is Us is on, like we have to hurry up and watch it. Like we can't record it or anything.
Oh no! Okay, I didn't know that, but that makes sense.
It's weird. It's a life changer because you can't, it's like you got to stop what you're doing at 9 p.m. and watch it. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to see it.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. So kudos to you guys. But yeah, you listener, you got to get some more shows in.
The worst part by far is the commercials. And like we can't. There are some things you could see online, like they'll have them the next day or something like that on the the network website or something like that. You could skip the commercials then, but when you're forced to watch commercials, it's like it's a rough life. It's first world problem.
It is. Yeah, I don't remember when the last time was. I watched a commercial. So except for like when you're watching sports, when you're watching them live and stuff, you're kind of stuck. With that, but it's okay. We'll survive. We've done it before.
Yeah. I mean, heck, you survived with VCRs, right?
Yeah. Yes, we did.
I still have a bunch of VHS tapes, but I don't have anything to play them on. Like, I guess I have a VCR somewhere, but I'm afraid to even know what's on them. But I used to tape TV shows all the time, and just tape over them.
No, you're right. Yeah, I do too. And a lot of them, they're just like blank VHS. So you're right. You're scared to like pop it in and just kind of like, oh, this is what I was watching, 30 years ago.
Right.
Or what you were recording, because a lot of times you'd have, the video, you'd have your little video camera because the VHS tapes fit, inside of it. It was that big. So you just record stupid stuff and, it's memories. But if you don't have a VCR to watch it, it's just kind of like sits in the closet and collects stuff.
Right. Right, yeah, eventually I'd like to see what the heck's on there. So anyway, so what's your list of best TV shows this year?
Okay, so in no particular order. So I'll start off like so Ozark, on Netflix. I was actually just introduced to it this year, so it's in 2 seasons. And I wasn't big on it like the first episode or 2, but I'm hooked. So I think Ozark definitely belongs on the list.
What's it
shows.
About?
So it's this character, and he does like money laundering. Like I'm trying to think what his like main job is. They deal with money and stuff. But then there's this like drug lord comes in, and because he's so good with money, they end up doing this like money laundering and stuff on the side. And then it turns out that his partner skims some of the money under, his nose. And then, of course, the cartel comes in and they just start blowing people's heads off, which I was like, oh, this is cool now. Like, I like it. And so we just kept watching it. So now he's taken his family and he moves to the Ozarks. And he's, trying to come up with more ways to launder money and get the money back. And he's, doing all buying these businesses and putting money through here and washing the money. And it's really dramatic. It's really good. It's gory. It's funny and it's sad. I'm laughing one minute, like crying the next. So it's a really good show.
Interesting. Okay. What's the next one?
So this just came out, and it's totally on the other side of things, but The Cool Kids. So it's on Fox. It just came out this year, and it's got David Alan Grier in it and Vicki Lawrence, and they're just like these group of 4 old people, and they're in a retirement home. And it's just a comedy. It's like a 30-minute sitcom. I think it comes on on Sunday nights or Saturday nights, and I'm like, it pops up on Twitter like, hey, Aaron, now. They're like, oh, The Cool Kids. It's really fun. It's just like a funny sitcom. So I recommend it.
It's weird because David Alan Grier, I'm used to him being. I'm old enough to remember him in Living Color and things like that, and now he's bald and has white hair and.
I know, right?
It's a different look.
It is definitely, and I feel like for the show, I don't know if I feel like they make him look a little bit older than maybe like he really does currently. But yeah, he's still old. We can't, It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's funny.
All right. What else is there?
So Orange is the New Black. We can't forget about that show. I also just got hooked on it. It's in I think it's going into its 7th season. So over the last year or so, I just binge watched it. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's a great show. Great
this
series.
One I actually have watched. Holy crap! I didn't think there would actually be 2 shows that we'd actually watch because like I told you before, I didn't watch much TV. So I am a huge Orange is the New Black fan. What season are they on? The last season I remember they had it was the entire season took place over a day or 2, and they were all the aftermath of the riots. Is that the latest season?
Yes. So I think So there was the riot, and then the next season was them all telling their stories of how it happened. Is that what you saw?
I think so.
So I think this last season was they all got moved to Max, and they're all in their own separate cells.
What? I might be a season behind. Oh boy.
Oh,
you just ruined it for me. Good. Oh God.
I know. Oh yeah, don't watch it now.
No, it's so good. And what I love about Orange is the New Black was it was originally just about Piper, and it was a true story of this lady that went to jail. And I read the book, I listened to the book that it was based on. And it was the first season was basically based on the book and based on what actually happened. But the characters and the actresses were so good that they basically just took off from that. And now Piper is just the 10th best person on that show.
Oh, see, I didn't realize. Like, I knew it was based off of like a book or something, but I didn't realize this was a real, like, Piper was a real character. Which kind of makes sense because in the credits, I think I see the name Piper in there. Do they actually name? Is it the name the same as the character as the real person?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Maybe I'm just making stuff up too. I don't know.
No, it is. It is. There's.
Is it?
It's the real person's name is Piper Kerman. I don't think she's Piper.
Ah, okay.
Okay, and on the show she's Piper Chapman. So there you go. There's still Piper.
Okay, we're still Piper. Yeah, I mean, and to be honest with you, I don't like her character, so I'm kind of glad that they've developed so many more great characters in there. It's not just focusing on her all the time.
Yeah, it's just it's crazy how that all worked out. So yeah, I'm still trying to think whether. Okay, so the newest season came out in late July. So I don't think I saw the newest season. So I gotta catch up on that.
Yeah, make a note in your book. Go back and watch the latest season.
This is actually interesting. So some shows you watch on network and some shows you watch on Netflix or wherever, where they release the whole season in one day. It makes it. What do you do if it's a show that you watch on the network that you have to wait every week by week? Do you wait? Do you watch it week by week, or do you just wait till the end and binge watch it?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, week by week. So yeah, we'll record it, and then if we're home, we'll pick a show from the list and watch it. So we don't like hoard them up for a season on purpose. Sometimes there's one or two that we don't get to, and then we'll binge watch them at the end. But no, we'll watch them as they come out.
Okay. Now, do either of you commit, I think it's called Netflix adultery or Netflix cheating, where you're watching a show with your husband and it's like you're binge watching or something like that, and you're on episode, let's say 4, and you skip ahead and you watch a couple episodes, but you don't tell him. Do you do any of that cheating? We don't.
No, because the good thing is a lot of the stuff that I watch on Netflix, he has no interest in. So he doesn't care, about The Orange is the New Black. He doesn't care about Ozark. A lot of times if he'll come in and I'm watching it, because he works, he'll work over the weekends where I don't. So then I'll find these shows on Netflix and I'll watch them when he's not around.
Okay.
But there are some, he'll come in and I could basically tell him what's going on, if he comes in the middle, and I'll just kind of talk him through it. And he's like, it's good enough. I don't need to watch it. You just tell me what happens in the end.
That's good. That's a good relationship. See, I can't watch a lot of shows with my wife because she has normal sleeping habits and I don't sleep. So if it's 2 a.m, I'm going to say, you know what, I'm just going to watch the rest of the season. I can't wait. And so we can't really watch things together. Yeah, and I'm not going to lie and say, I haven't seen this yet. I'm not going to lie. So it's let's just not do this.
No, that's good. And we're usually we're home a lot of times together, at night. So we'll we watch them together.
But it's so weird. It's so weird when Netflix will release an entire season in one day, and you could just watch a whole bunch of hours at once. And then network shows you have to wait week by week, and it's wait a minute, I'm used to watching 10 shows at once, not this stupid,
exactly,
waiting over several months thing.
Yeah, and I never thought of it that way. I guess because I have enough shows to, keep me balanced.
Yeah.
That it's okay, But, I know what you mean. With the Ozark, there's only 2 seasons. So, and I started, and I basically, binge watch, and I was done, in a weekend. And now I'm just okay, cool, what do I do now? Where if it was like, if they released one every week, I'd still be watching it and I'd have my fix. It's weird though.
Another thing that drives me absolutely crazy between